All right, NFL fans, here are my picks for this week's NFL games. First up, we have Houston at Tampa Bay. Now, just imagine where the Buccaneers would be if they did not lead the NFL in giveaways. Because of it, they're fighting for their playoff lives. They're at home, so I'll take Tampa Bay. Buffalo at New England. Been a long time coming for the Bills. They win, they'll own not only the tiebreaker, but the division title. To do that, they got to go through the Patriots' merciless defense. Such a pity. I'll take New England. LA Rams at San Francisco. If the Rams got roasted the way they did last week on the road to the Cowboys, why in the world would any sane person think they can just waltz right into San Francisco and beat the 49ers? It ain't gonna happen. I'll take San Fran. Pittsburgh at the New York Jets. As bad as things have gone for the Steelers, at least they can rest on the fact that they made the right decision by dumping Antonio Brown. What does that have to do with this game? Nothing, but I still thought it would be worth mentioning. I'll take the Jets. Cincinnati at Miami. Like Siamese twins joined at the nose, both teams just can't seem to keep from tripping over their respective parts. Their defenses spend the entire time out on the field daydreaming, and their offenses are standing around with their hands on their hips like it's practice. You know what? I think I'm going to call this game a tie. Baltimore at Cleveland. The Ravens don't care about the number one seed. They'll kick anybody's butts anytime, anywhere. What's that smell? It's the brownies getting burned. I'll take Baltimore. The New York Giants at Washington. I know it's Christmas and it's the season to be giving, but somebody really should tell the Giants offense that that doesn't apply to them. It's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing. I'll take the Redskins, but only because they're at home. Jacksonville at Atlanta. Like someone yelling fire in a movie theater, the Jaguars snapped out of their droopy, dopey, sleepy state last week. The Falcons rolled out of their tomb 2 weeks ago. Ultimately, since Atlanta's cup is half full and the Jaguars is 75% bone dry, I'll take the Falcons. Carolina at Indianapolis. When you look at the pros and cons to each team, one negative washes out everything positive. Basically, it comes down to one fact, and that is the Colts have nothing to stop Christian McCaffrey. I'll take Carolina. New Orleans at Tennessee. The Saints have their division all locked up, but they want that home field advantage. But I ask you, is that worth risking injury? The Titans must win or their season is all over, including their playoff dreams, which will make their season finale nothing more than a mere formality. I'll take Tennessee. Oakland at the LA Chargers. The Chargers offense has given up the third most turnovers, and their defense has the third least takeaways. It's no wonder they're not in the playoff hunt. The Raiders, though, are, and basically their postseason starts now. I'll take Oakland. Detroit at Denver. For all that has gone wrong for both teams, they haven't just laid down to anyone. 7 of the Lions' losses were by 7 or less points. 5 of the Broncos' 9 losses came in the fourth quarter. This game could go either way, but I'm taking Denver in this one. Arizona at Seattle. Even though the Cardinals are eliminated from the playoffs, their players will still use this game to try to stand out as they audition for other teams. Problem is, football is a team sport. I'll take Seattle. Dallas at Philadelphia. What has hurt the Eagles is fumbling the ball. So if the Cowboys can get to wins early and maintain that pressure, then they stand a chance. The problem is for Dallas is they have these stupid mental breakdowns on the road against average or better average teams, so I'll take the Eagles in a nail-biter. Kansas City at Chicago. The Chiefs have already clinched the AFC West, so why take risk of any injuries? The Bears haven't clinched anything, at least not yet, so they'll be throwing everything they've got. I'll take the Bears. And finally, Green Bay at Minnesota. With their playoff card already punched, the Packers' number one priority is to get in and out of this game with as few injuries as possible. The Vikings win, they're in. Therefore, look for their defense to attack anything green and yellow, including the fans in the stands. I'll take Minnesota.
Hi folks, I'm Mike Britt, inviting you to join us at Poe's Pub, located at 2706 East Main Street for Richmond's best burgers and ribs, including the Goose's favorite, the Commonwealth Burger. Check out our weekly events, full menu, and more by visiting our website at poespub.com or call 804-648-2120. That's 648-2120.
Since 1985, Richmond Recycling has been one of Mid-Atlantic's premier recycling centers. One of the reasons for their success is they pay top dollar for your scrap metals, batteries, converters, appliances, and electric motors. Richmond Recycling is doing their part to preserve our resources by their collection services and by bringing public awareness. So, fill up that pickup truck and head on over to Richmond Recycling. They're located at 2500 Decatur Street, just minutes from Interstate 64 and 95. Or you can give them a call at 804-230-9221 or visit the website at richmondrecyclingvirginia.com.
It's official. This year's International Fantasy Football League's World Bowl V features Canada's undefeated, two-time defending champions Remus Island squaring off against China's Jayman. Remus Island ranks number 1 and the Jayman number 2. And in a brutal season like this has been, it's only fitting that the league's two top teams are battling it out for the World Championship title. Collectively, both teams have combined for 3 of the IFFL's 4 prior championships. The Jaymen captured the title in World Bowl I and now have their sights on bringing down Remus Island, winners of the last 2 World Bowls. In last week's semifinal round, Remus Island piled up 178 points over the USA's mighty Cyclones, which was the second most points they've ever scored in their 4 years they've been in the league. And it is the highest point total since Week 9 of the 2016 season. 7 of Remus Island's 9 starters posted double-digit points. 5 registered 20 or more points, including Kenyon Drake and Julio Jones, who each put up 38 points. The Jaymen advanced by defeating the United Kingdom's Men of Steel 147-123, thanks to Jamison Winston's 4-touchdown, 40-point performance. The Jaymen also benefited from strong showings from Mark Ingram, Devontae Parker, and the Patriots' number 1 defense. The early line has both teams neck to neck. However, it appears the Jaymen have more favorable matchups than Remus Island does. Whatever happens, whichever team captures this year's world title will be well deserved. As always, you can keep up with the International Fantasy Football League, including matchups, stats, and rosters, by going to my profile pages on LinkedIn and Facebook. Simply enter keywords Brian Slack and Trusted NFL Media Member. That's it for this week's International Fantasy Football League report. Good luck to you and your fantasy team.
Every time you hear this sound, you know EMS and law enforcement are at work saving lives and keeping our community safe. Southern Police Equipment is doing their part by supplying civil and city servants with the latest in protective clothing, footwear, gear, and accessories. For more information, stop on by Southern Police Equipment, located at 7609 Midlothian Turnpike, or give them a call at 1-800-542-5243. You can also order by catalog by logging on to southernpoliceequipment.com.